back to Cynical Velocity Online Racing. We are here for the USA Grand Prix, proudly sponsored by Rogue Energy. We have 16 drivers tonight, obviously one person will be out in Q1, and then everything is basically the same as in real life as well. So we have a few people missing, such as Snorlax. I believe he's working. We don't have SV Ninjas. I have just received a message of him saying that he's in a lot of pain, and he basically forgot there was a race, so he won't be racing. But we do have everyone else. We have the championship leader, SV Pagoo. We also got his teammate SV Bradford, also going to be battling out for pole by the looks of things. Kind of a cloudy first qualified. We did have the press conference yesterday where we had the likes of Pagoo. We also had SV Custard, Lucas and we also had the spares. It'll be interesting to see where we're going to see drivers. So 6 drivers are now onto the hard. SV Richard is on the mediums and everyone else is on softs. Good evening, guys. Thank you for watching tonight. As I just said, we are missing a few drivers tonight. Hopefully that won't ruin the racing. A few changes. SV Custard and Sergeant Milk have moved into the Toro Rossos. Looks like Sergeant Milk will be giving the tow to Custard. And then we also have ex-Gangster Al X into the Haas. He moved from Toro Rosso after SV Methods left the league. So we have a few seats opened. So if you do want to join, you are obviously more than welcome. Sergeant Milk then letting a Bonge through. So Bonge will be the first driver to set a lap here. He's already invalidated his outlap. So it'll be interesting to see. We did see some teams helping each other out last week, and now Sergeant Milk is going to go ahead. Bonge is completely off. He's going to have the spares in the middle of him. I mean, that's not going to mean too much, I would imagine. There is a Red Bull, and that will be SV Richard. Was that rain? It looks like it will rain. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to ride on board with Sergeant Custard, as he is going to be the first driver to set a lap here. Odd that they've gone on to the hards. I mean, only one driver will be going out. I don't really know who that will be. Probably between the two Mercedes. Two Mercedes drivers having a bit of a hard time in qualifying so far. With obviously both crashing out last week. Hopefully we'll see a little bit better between them. They are actually on track together, going through how people say it's kind of resemblance of the we've got SV Custard off the track. He's invalidated his lap, and that's going to be invalidation from Sergeant Milk as well. So we're going to jump on board the spares here on the soft tyres. Should see him hopefully safely through. Jota has finally joined back. Got one Mercedes going slowly around, trying to find out would be Lucas. We've got back on board with the spares, who's coming into the third sector here. We won't see his split time, but obviously he is going to be going fastest due to being the first driver. Ooh, he's run up very wide there, the greatest of all lines, so he knows he can. Seems that maybe a little bit slippery out there. And then we have the sunshine of Austin, because everything is bigger in Texas, apparently. We've got a yellow flag, that's a Renault. I believe that is Elias. Down in the pits and despairs with a 134. Richard, I believe, will be the next driver to set a lap. He is on those mediums. Who we got coming up? We've got, that's Elias. We've got I think maybe Tony. Tony's off the tracks. I believe that's Ramsey. He's invalidated his lap time. So we then have the four Mercedes drivers. We're running on board with Kisbo, seeing as she is the next person to cross the line. Just going to give her teammates some slight dirty air, but Lucas had to brake a lot there. Oh, he's in a bit touchy on the end. And Lucas Aid does indeed go quicker. I think he may have slightly got held up by Kisbo there. We've got Elias. We've got some drivers now starting their first laps, and we go have Daleks going even quicker. Maybe a whole second quicker there. Someone Ping is out on a lap. Sergeant SV Ramsey already invalidating his lap. We've got Sergeant Milk about to finish his lap actually. I think the spares. He's coming to the pit. Sergeant Milk round the final corner. Should put him through safely. Goes up to P5. Will jump on board with his teammate SV Custard. Slightly misses the apex there, but into the final corner. Across the line. Does beat his teammate. Only by a tenth though. We've got Elias. Goes even quicker. We've got Summon Ping about to start his lap. Elias on a very quick lap here. Don't have to brake so hard for that corner. Slight tab of the brakes and then kind of just thread it through. Ooh, that's Elias. I'm trying to run up very wide, but it goes P1. Very nice lap to do his validated his lap. Oh, Tony's gone very wide. Kisbo has got to finish her lap. Lucas Aid doesn't go any quicker, I don't think, unless they were just recharging. So we could potentially see another fastest lap going from him soon. Darren's invalidated, but he's not on a lap. SV Ramsey invalidated his lap once again. SV Tony actually put himself up into P2 eventually. But we do have Summon Ping on a lap here. Did anyone miss last week's race? Daleks did miss last week's race. I'm not sure why. Slow moving car, I believe that Landon's gone quickest in sector 1, so could potentially see a Ramsey challenging for pole position, not for position. So at the moment, Kisbo is going to want to put in a better lap there. I'm not sure if she's actually on a lap now, but Someone Ping around the final corner and he goes P4. So that's a racing point 3 and 4 right there for you on a lap now. SV Ramsey has got both Mercedes in the way, so they're going to want to try and get out of the way as soon as they can. Kisbo comes into the pits. Ramsey around the final corner. Might have slightly got hold up there. But he goes P5. Come on. Forward Buru, who's coming around the final corner now. Only P4, but he is on those harder compounds. That should safely see him through. Do have Darren and Jota on laps now. Both Mercedes did in fact come back in, so just waiting for Darren, who had a bit of a bad race last week. I believe he did in fact crash out. lap one was a bit of a bit of an iffy. Oh, and Darren spun, and he's into the wall. That's going to be his lap ruined. We do have 8.5 minutes to go, so will have enough time to come in and change his front wing. But, it's getting very slippery up there. Thanks to Al now on his way out. We're on board with Jota, who's unfortunately invalidated his lap time. I will suspect that he will be going again. So Darren is coming into the pits. I also forgot to mention that it is just myself on commentary tonight due to someone not turning up, and then my backup not turning up. So you will just have me for the next, I would say, hour and a half. But we may have someone who, if they do crash out, I have asked someone to join. So hopefully we'll have someone join us very soon. Let's see the goo on another lap, I think. He's on another lap. Exactly sure. Oh, and Tony's out. Unless he's in. No, he's in the pit lane. Oh, I was going to say. 7 minutes to go. It's very, very early to be retiring. I mean, I can see why, personally. I mean, he probably doesn't really want to waste the time that he should be. Super Glue on another lap here. So what comes to Al? He's behind Pagoo. Jota did in fact come in, and Darren is back out. We'll jump back on board with the Ferrari driver, who decided to come in, and he's completely overshot that. And gangster Al around the final corner. See where this lap will put him. P6, that's actually a pretty decent lap to be fair. SV Ramsey also retiring a bit now. They feel fairly confident that they're going to make it through. The spares is on an in lap. Finally have SV Bradford on a lap here, as his teammate just ahead of him. We have Richard also on a lap, but we do have Bradford just ahead of him, so we will ride on board. I believe he has run out of fuel. Let's see, Bradford. We're on the last couple of corners here. Into the final corner now. This should safely see him through. It does. P6. Get back on board with Richard, who's coming around the final corner. That's a lovely lap. We'll get on board with Darren, who's just ahead, and he's finally got through that sequence of corners there, and he will indeed be finishing this lap. This will do is actually going to be probably be a little bit careful that he has got Darren just running behind, but I think he's made it into the pit lane safely. He has indeed. And Darren round the final corner now. Let's see where this will put him. Should be a fairly decent. It goes P1. And now we'll just wait for Jota. He's on a flying lap now. We have Lucasade also out. We'll be hoping that he can push himself up a little bit further. Only P12 for the Mercedes driver though. And Jota should make it comfortably through, I would assume. A lot of drivers using the same kind of number. Last season it was mandatory that people had their own race numbers, and then we kind of got rid of the idea around about halfway through the season. And Jota goes P1, goes even quicker than Darren, so that leaves SV Kisbo in the drop zone, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, I've got hiccups. Interesting to see where she can pick herself up and put herself through. But Lucasade coming into the second to last corner, this should be a fairly quicker lap. He did put those I believe mediums on for the first run. He's coming around the final corner now. He does indeed. He did split the Alfa Romeos, but not showing the greatest of all pace at the moment. Sergeant Milk did just in fact leave the session, but he should hopefully be joining back. Elias pushes himself up to P3. Have we got anyone on the lap? I don't think we've got Bonge now starting. Let's have a look at the Toro Rosso. Someone being has retired. He missed the apex there. I can't remember what he did his fastest run on. He did in fact do his fastest lap on those tyres, so well, the same compound tyres. Doesn't really need to do this lap. I mean, he's safely made it through. Hopefully Sergeant Milk will hopefully rejoin the session hopefully soon before Q2 starts. Custard is actually not out lap. I thought he was just starting the lap, which makes no sense whatsoever. Slight lock up. Jota has indeed retired. Safely making it through. Obviously he was the winner last week at Belgium. Only by penalties. Richard has also retired. So it's going to be interesting to see. And that is basically in the qualifying. So SV Kisbo will be out of qualifying. He misses that apex as well. SV Kisbo crossing the line now. It goes P5. That's a mega lap. Pushes Richard and that a bit further down. And that, I believe, is the end of qualifying. So making it through into Q2, we've got the likes of Jota, Darren, Elias, Daleks, SV Custard, Despairs, SV Pagoo, Stubborn Ping, SV Bradford, X Gangster Out X, SV Rancy, SV Lucasade, SV Tony, SV Richard, and Sergeant Milk make it through. And unfortunately for SV Kisbo, she is out of qualifying. Massive shame. She is fairly new to league racing, so kind of expected. I mean, she's only 3 seconds off the pace, which isn't too bad. Hopefully the conditions improve in the next part of qualifying. Put into the stream who you think so put it on poll. I'm not really sure who's actually watching. But Elias, Really dying over the line. Right. We'll have confirmation who has made it through. I believe Sergeant Milton would make it through. I'm pretty sure you only disconnected from the lobby. Yeah. So we have one Mercedes through. SV Lucas. I believe he can go a lot quicker. I would assume he can go a lot quicker anyway. Obviously, here we go for qualifying 2. Top 10, whoever makes it through in the top 10 will obviously have to start on those tyres unless it is obviously raining. Then obviously they will have free choice of whatever tyres they want to use. So a lot of drivers going for the medium, so that kind of suggests that it's going to be a dry race by the looks of things. Something opting for the hard slope. And we have our first driver on his way out. That is Elias, followed by Southern Ping, and then there was an Alpha, which is Ramsey. Jota coming out fairly early himself as well. I believe Sergeant Milk has actually made it back in here. I'm sure we'll find out fairly soon. I'm gonna do my prediction for pole. It's gonna be, I think it'll be between 3 drivers. I think it'll be between SV Pagoo, SV Bradford, and Jota. That's what I feel like it's gonna put on pole tonight. Just get the shut up so I can actually see if people are saying anything, because my clip's on the side. Need to get my phone on charge for one. Let's have a look to see who we've got in the chat. We've got Elias about to start his lap. There we go, Elias starting his lap now. So who we got in the chat? My users in chat wants to know. Man like Bond, Darren, SV Kisbo, Tony, some bots, I think. There we go, Elias. Obviously a change of scenery from the Red Bull as he was in last season. Kind of was a one-man army. Obviously Richard was picking up some decent points, did pick up a couple of podiums himself actually. But Elias going through, obviously going quicker in the second sector. very tidy lap so far. Going through to the second to last corner. Around the final corner now, let's see what everyone has to beat. We're a little bit tail happy on next, it's a 134. And then we have against the Owl on the softs goes P1, Jota goes even quicker with a 134.0. And we have Ramsey around the final corner himself as well, goes P4, but I think Southern Ping goes up to P5. And we have Despairs goes even quicker into P1. And then we have Lucasade. And we have Tony. Ooh, very wide at the final corner. Not going to do him any good. That's only a 134.3. And the final Lucasade comes. P6. We've got the likes of SVOR, Richard, Blue, and Darren on outlaps currently. Let's see Richard on a lap now on the mediums. Gone quicker into sector 1. See how he can finish the rest of his lap off. We then have Darren on a lap as well now. We'll have Pagoo starting his lap. He's just started his lap, and Luke has gone on for another lap. Doesn't improve though. I would imagine he'll probably be going on to a set of softs on his next one. Still got 8.5 minutes to go. Oh, Rex should making a correction there, which put him offline. A very decent lap. Apart from that slight mistake around the final corner. Only P8. Darren on a lap now. I think we've got coming into the pits. Another someone being also into the pits himself. Darren about to cross the line here as well in the final corner. Goes P1 with a 133.2. That is a mega lap. And then we have Pagoo, car just ahead of him. Hopefully doesn't cause him too much. That is the spares and he'll be coming into the pits. Pagoo around the final corner. Really invalidating his lap there. And P2. Bradford, his teammate, on a slow lap apparently. Probably made a few mistakes. Someone else has just gone quicker. That would be Lucasade, moves himself up to P7. Now have that may have been Daleks. It was Daleks coming out. now we have Bradford on a slow lap again. Not sure what he's doing. He's doing 8th gear time. He's not gone out of 8th gear. It's the start of his lap, I don't think. Alex obviously having to warm his tyres up. Still waiting for the Toro Rossos to make a move. I'm not exactly sure what Brad's doing right now, but he's his own person. But he's going for another lap here. Not very happy with his first run. We've now got Daleks starting his lap. Bradford into the pits. Still has 4.5 minutes to go. SV Custard. Not sure if Sergeant Milk has actually got back into the lobby. Let me just... I don't know what that noise was. Pretty sure he's not actually in the lobby. But anyway, we have Daleks. SV Pagoo goes even quicker there. That's amazing that is. He's just gone a whole second quicker. Absolutely lovely that from Pagoo. We've got Daleks about to finish his lap here. Daleks round the final corner. This should easily put him up there. Goes P7. I don't think he's going to be safe there. May have to do another run, slow down, and then go for it again. Got Southern Ping about to finish his next lap. Around the final corner he comes. Pushes himself up to 9th. Has retired. He feels like he's done enough. Completely off track there. Massive flag spike there. SV Custard starting his lap now. And still no sign of Sergeant Milk. I'm not sure if he's actually in the lobby. Probably going to have to put in a pretty decent lap here. He wants to get himself up into Q3. He has to beat a 1:34.8, which has just gone a little bit quicker there. Pushes Ramsey down into the drop zone. SV Bradford now out on track, and that is going to be the end of qualifying for Sergeant Milk. It's a massive shame for him. Oh, SV Tony is out of qualifying. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's in the pits. I don't really know. But he is indeed out of qualifying. SV Ramsey will definitely be looking to barge round the final corner. Let's see if he's done enough to get himself through. He just about has. It's all about the people behind him. Summon Ping. Definitely going to have to go again. think he was about to come in and realise that he wasn't safe. And Ramsey goes up into P3. He's definitely safe there. S3 Richard going around the final corner. Gonna have to do a pretty decent lap here. He's not made it through, but he does have 20 seconds, and I think maybe his qualifying over. Still waiting for Bradford. Gonna get a nice toe from Custard here. And that is the end of qualifying. Cars are basically out on track, apart from the guys that are in already made it through. So, so SV Custard and Lucas they could be out of qualifying it. SV Richard is on a lap. Simon Ping, I think, is backed out of his lap. Yeah, he's pulled out of his lap. And SV Bradford goes P1, so that pushes SV Custard into the drop zone, and Lucas I think has just made it through here, unless Richard can do something about it. I mean, SV Custard will be starting P11. Light is on the lap here, around the final corner. Stays P8. But Richard, he is going to come into the pit. Ooh. And that is the end of qualifying. So Lucas Aid only just making it into qualifying by 3 tenths. And then he does have Bonge just behind. So going into the battle for pole, SV Bradford and SV Purdue making it through. I like that. Darren also making it through. SV Ramsey, Despairs, Jota, Ex-Gangster Al making it through. Elias, Starlets and SV Lucasade. They all go at it for a battle for pole. I don't think Sergeant Milk will be racing tonight. Still very dark and gloomy at the circuit of the Americas. We do have all 10 drivers. We have Elias out on track first. Very dark. Potentially see some rain. Qualified. Seems that way. Radford, Gangster Al, and the spares. The spares is actually coming out. So only 2 drivers, no 3 drivers, both Ferraris opting to stay in. Not on board with the first driver that will be indeed setting the lap, which is Elias. There we go. Elias starting his first flying lap. I reckon we'll be seeing 2 laps probably from each driver, and SVOR is finally on his way out. That's him going through the hairpin on the other side of the track where Elias is currently about to go through. We have Alex against Al on his way out as well. Nice. He's looking to get himself back into this championship after missing out last week. Also, he will be setting perfect history to being the only person, the first car to do a lap. Actually, Bradford on his way out as well, just ahead of his teammate there. This will be doing now, starting as well. Elias coming through the last corner now to set the first lap of qualifying 3. Here's a 1:32.9. Alex has opted to come in. Lucas around the final corner. 1:33.7. Jota goes P1 so far, and we've got the other. Darren goes P1. Ramsey using validated as that. Gangster Al about to start his. Right on with Despairs, who's validated his lap. On board with Pagoo, who's gone quickest in sector 2. Very nice lines from the Ferrari driver. Comes out very wide, does the IndyCar line. And the final corner. There's only P2 for him. Probably some slight mistakes. Daleks is also on his way out. I don't think Large is enough, although he may want to get out of the way of the fast speeding Mercedes driver. He isn't on that lap. I think Ramsey. Ramsey's invalidated his lap again. Bradford is also invalidating his lap. Despair is also invalidating his lap. Oh, I think Jota's just hit the ball. Well, he's come close to doing so. The pit entry to this racetrack is absolutely unbelievable. You think you can take it pretty quickly, but then you kind of like just like shoot off into Narnia. I'll probably assume they've all got to come in and put a new set of softs on. Spare's definitely using car line. Brad's missed the entry to the pit lane. Shouldn't be too much of a worry. Zaid is on for another lap. He's validated. For Al, 33.7. With Lucasade matching times. Obviously, Gangster was above him in Q2. He'll probably be looking to do that again. I assume Lucasade will be coming into the pits this time. More with Daleks, who's the driver on a lap here. Lucasade coming in. And I believe Gangster Al will also be making his way into the pits due to having no errors. The errors down. The Spares on his way out as well with 4.5 minutes to go. Daleks the quickest in sector 2 now. So definitely got the pace. Although he is running out of fuel. Every time he plants his fish onto the accelerator. Through the second to last corner now. And the final corner. There's this lap time going to put him in P5. Spares backing out of his lap already. Nice. The lap Scarlet coming in. Ramsey starting the lap now though. Very wide at the first corner. Drive into gear 8. Fuel. I shouldn't have to. He's starting his lap now as well. Just ahead of him. Hopefully he can be out of the way. Okay, he gets closer. Very wide there. Ooh, I think maybe even wider there. Gonna have to probably go again. Who obviously getting that way. Spares gearing up for another lap here. Landing lapping on himself. Very wide there. Ramsey coming through the final corner now. Goes to P6. now out on track, setting lap times. Nice, does have Darlick. Bradford. Turn one now. Oh, and Daleks is out of qualifying. After not making it to the line. Oh, and Ramsey's cut that last on his lap. That's what he said. And another lap on himself. Thanks to Al. Spares puts himself up into second place. Elias starts P5. Ooh, Jotter's invalidated. Ramsey around the final corner. That's Bradford. They want to put in a decent lap here. Only P5. See what Pagoo can do. Let's see if we can grab pole position off Darren and the final corner. And let's see if Pagoo does indeed get pole position. But Darren is just behind him. He's currently up on his time. Let's see if Darren can then... Oh no! And we're just waiting for SV Lucasade to cross the line. It starts P10. So SV Pagoo on pole position for the USA Grand Prix. It'll be very interesting to see how his race paces. So top 6 separated by a second, and then some big gaps forming behind Daleks and Gangster Owl. Very similar pace. Ramsey and Lucasade looking like they're in similar pace as well. Let's see how many corner cuts that we had. We've had a fair few. Jotter. Oh, he didn't actually cut the last lap. I'm guessing he ran out wide at the final corner, and that brought him this and next lap invalidation. There we go. We have I'm not really sure on how many. I'm not even going to ask. Ah, there we go. It is brightened up for the start of the USA Grand Prix. Obviously, we will wait for SV Bradford to give us the green light, and then we can get going. Only 15 drivers will be in the race due to Sergeant Milk obviously not making it. He is starting last. Whether his car will be on the grid, I don't actually know, because he's not actually on the side. So I would imagine there might be a ghost car or some sort. But hopefully that will disappear. I can't tell how many laps there is. So just to run you through, SV Pagoo on pole position with Darren in P2, Despairs in P3, Joshua in P4, all on medium tyres. SV Bradford will be very rapid in the opening laps of this race. Elias and Daleks obviously on the mediums as well, with Gangster Out and Ramsey on softs, SV Lucasade on the mediums, and SV Custard, Summon Ping, SV Richard, SV Tony, Kisbo, and apparently Sergeant Milk all going to be starting on the soft tyres. So expect Lucas to probably be quite further down um, at the start of the race due to being on those harder tyres. Obviously a very long race. I can't actually remember how many laps there is. But it is around, I think it's 29 if I remember, or 31. I'm not sure. We will find out once we get onto the grid. Safety cars, not really expecting that many tonight due to the large runoff areas. Oh, that's SV Pagoo picking up a 5-second time penalty. Unless they changed the Pagoo might be the lobby thingy now, I'm not sure. I will ask if he gets onto the podium. But here we go. Oh, Sergeant Milk is there, but he won't be on the grid. But here we go. For the USA Grand Prix, SV Pagoo will lead everyone off. SV Kisbo is in the wrong position, apparently, which we should probably let another pass through. Tony, get your ass in position. I personally don't have a problem with people overtaking people on formation up, personally. I mean, you should really be in the positions where you qualified well from formation. So SV Custard will be definitely looking to pick up some decent points here again. Picked up my maths. SV Tony is back past Kisbo. SV punching everyone up. Daleks running into the back of the Elias there. SV Ramsey. Hopefully be picking up some few points than he did last week. Didn't have the greatest of all races last week. SV Pagoo waiting for everyone to. Oh, that's the Spares and Darren on the grid. Let's see a feisty battle between those two. And Pagoo will be lining his Ferrari up in pole position. We'll be hoping for a grid. Elias, Daleks. I knew they were going to hit each other. Just waiting for Kisbo to line her Mercedes up in 15th. There we go. And SV Pagoo. There we go. We have 3 red lights, 4, 5. And away we go for the USA Grand Prix. And it looks like Darren's got a better start. Oh, and Pagoo! Already at the bottom of the grid. And Sergeant Milk is apparently up into 14th. How's that possible? Sergeant Pagoo already down into P16, and Lucas Aid up into a lot of lag going on at the moment. Top of the hill, and it looks like Jota's got back into P3. And Bradford down the inside. Oh, there's slight contact. Elias is looking very hungry, and he's moved up 1 place, but he's lost 2 places. Southern PL and Bradford up into, oh, Elias down into, he's actually moved. Alex has moved up 1 position. I mean, to be fair, Pagoo's not actually that far behind everyone else, to be fair. So he could come away with some very decent points here. Bradford into P3. And Jota obviously had a very decent battle last week. Darren setting the fastest lap of the race so far. Could see him move from Pagoo here. And Tony's into the pits already. He was caught up in some sort of drama, I would assume. SV Richard onto the back. Oh, and Bradford's up into P2. I'm guessing Despair's made some sort of mistake there. Unlike Despair's to be making a load of mistakes. Oh, Jota down the inside. Oh, pushes Despairs out wide, and Despairs is up into down into P4. He's got the slipstream of Jota, and Jota's pushing him to the edge, and Despairs keeping himself there. He's gonna dive down the inside. Probably gonna push Jota out wide, and he does, and Jota's gonna have that inside line though. But he concedes that position. Richard now into the battle against that. We will have Pagoo right behind him. I don't think Pagoo has any damage when he doesn't. Richard getting a bit slidey out of there. Spurs still into P3, but Bradford are in DRS now. Bradford setting the fastest lap of the race. Jota's going to be very hungry to get this position back, but obviously no DRS until into the back straight. Elias is also there, so is Daleks. That's 6th place where there's points. Bonge into the back of Southern Ping here as well. Who's on the back of Lucas Aid. Actually, Custard going for a move, and Southern Ping couldn't get the move done just of yet. But Southern Ping goes out wide, and Bonge is going to pick up a free position there, up into P9. And Pagoo onto the back of SV Richard and Gangster Al here. Could pick up a couple of positions here actually. But Daleks with DRS. Here comes Jota with DRS, and he's going to go for a move on Despairs. Despairs is breaking him, outbreaking him. Jota is up into P3. Despairs looking for a move. Oh, there's a. Oh, Despairs nearly losing it. Pagoo's overtaken both. Perfect. He's probably will be on the back of Southern Ping fairly soon, I would imagine. And SV Custard looking for a move on Lucasade here. Lucasade running in. And Richard is indeed past Gangster Al here. Gangster Al, for some reason, braking through that corner. Okay. But Darren setting the fastest lap of the race. That's probably about to get beaten by this people. 2 here. Guaranteed. Watch 3, 2, 1, doink. Oh, no, that's Dalek. Picking up the 3-second time. Very good midfield battle here. SV Custard losing a bit of pace to Lucasade. He's going to be having some ping all over the back of him soon. Only 6 tenths separate those two. SV Purdue nearly already into the points after spinning on the first lap. SV Tony will hopefully be able to catch SV Kisbo up here. Kisbo's having a fairly decent race so far. Only 3.7 seconds behind Gangster Al, who's starting to lose a bit of pace towards Richard. SV Tony picking up a 3-second time penalty himself. A lot of battles going on. Southern Ping has just overtaken SV Custard there. What about the battle up front? SV Bradford looking for a move on Darren here. Darren's keeping his pace fairly decent, I think. SV Bradford will be getting that DRS off him. SV Custard just under a second from Southern Ping, but Southern Ping's going to have DRS on Lucasade, but Lucasade is starting to close in on Ramsey here. Obviously Lucasade is going to be going a little bit longer into the race than some of the guys behind him. Let's have a look at the gap to the leader. So Darren hasn't got the gap to come up first, from what I know. So it's all still to play for. With 24 laps to go. SV Bradford still not able to get past Bond actually. Massive train Dart is picking up another 3-second time penalty. And we've got Elias overtaking Despairs, but Despairs is still there. Despairs still has that outside line. Oh, don't make too much contact, boys. And Elias is through, but Despairs is still there. Despairs keeps hold of P4. Ramsey now onto the back. Lovely train going on right now. That's what costs a 3-second time penalty. Elias again. Let's see him move into turn 1. No, we won't. Here comes Lucasade onto the back of Ramsey. Ramsey left in the room. Please don't make contact, lads. Please don't. Love it. Southern Ping's. Oh, Southern Ping. Good play. It's going to go for a move on Lucasade. Southern Ping picking up a 3-second time penalty for his troubles. Got a yellow flag. Oh, I think it's Daleks. Daleks is round. All the cars behind him have kind of had to dodge him. Who is now onto the back of Bonge here. I don't think Daleks was anywhere near anyone that you might know of. SV Custard. So looking for a move on Southern Ping. Late break. Oh, nearly runs into the back. Oh, there's. SV Purdue is currently ghost busting his way through the field. Pushes Southern Ping out a little bit wide there, a little bit naughty from the Ferrari driver. If we do need to switch the internet out. Bradford's starting to peel away from Darren, trying to save his tyres, and Accessory rams it into the pits. Oh, and Southern Ping has touched Purdue. I expect Southern Ping to let him through. Probably take another penalty. Alex coming to the pits. I think he may have got front wing damage there. But Southern Ping is kind of waiting for Blue here to kind of catch up. Probably letting through the Custard. And the meanwhile, oh, Jotler has actually got ahead of Bradford here. Obviously, if you remember correctly, these two last season at Australia, Custard got the first pole position of the season and kind of got destroyed by the SV Bradford into the pit. Explain why so slowly. I would assume Custard as well. Stays out. Tom Ping into the pits. Struggles, Custard looking for a move on Lucasade. Bradford comes out in P7. Let's have a look at the leader. Bradford looking to do a two-stop here. I can see he's just ahead. Southern Ping into, I think he's coming out of the pitch. What is that just? Oh, Daleks. Coming out just behind Southern Ping there. And Tony's also there, so he'll be probably looking to cut that corner like an absolute bloody. Lucasade round the outside of Lucasade. Oh, that's Custard on Lucasade, sorry. Not Lucasade on Lucasade, I have no idea. What happens when you have to commentate by yourself? Custard leaving the door wide open and then getting hit by Bradford. Oh, but you have a flag. That's Tony, I believe that system's gone round. A lot of time. Alex is through and SV Custard is now indeed into the pits. Darren picking up a 3-second time penalty. Southern Ping also beating past Kisbo. Nice on his spares right now. Custard should make it out. Just behind Ramsey. Ramsey has probably jumped Custard there. No, Ramsey was ahead of Bond, sorry. So Lucasade in a Ferrari sandwich right now, and that's with Tony into the pits again now with new front wing. So yes, he did indeed make contact with the ball. Oh, Darren getting out of shape there. Would probably be expecting no one to be coming in fairly soon. SV Bradford sent the fastest lap of the race, 1:35.1. So right now, Pagoo would indeed be losing his championship lead. Al is also into the pits. Passing on to the back of Ramsey here. One does indeed need to be a bit careful with it. Joshua into the back of Darren. Darren obviously does indeed have some penalties to deal with. That's true. Here comes Jota. Will be for the lead. Darren, oh, Jota going to the outside there. Let's see if we can get the position stuck. He's on the outside. The respect between these two drivers, Elias into the pits. At least he's aid picking up a 3-second time penalty. Jota definitely seeming like he could win his second race. Oh, and just gone for the move already. A bit of a late move. He's still in second place, but he's going to have DRS. And Darren going to cover the inside. Obviously, he can't move more than once, and that's a terrible angle. Maybe these guys are about to lap. And so Jota into P1, effectively lead actually. Unless we do. We're taking Lucas aid there. Obviously you're wanting to finish as high as possible this race. Someone P will most likely be picking up a penalty for what happened between himself and Pagoo. Custard on Ramsey. Custard. Robin Wheels with the Alfa Romeo driver. Yellow flag. Oh, Kisbo's off. Lucas 8 is indeed into the pits. Custard looking for a move around the outside. Still can't get the job done, but Randy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Really close between these three. Lucas 8 has lost out to these guys, but SV Custard. Oh, SV Custard nearly losing it. That is very, very close. What bodge were you going? This is definitely going to help Lucas 8 out slightly. Lucas 8 on those harder compounds. So that means he won't need to make another pit stop. Let's see if Custard can get the job done this time round. Right into, oh, he's gone to the outside this time. And Jota and Darren into the pits. And so is the spares. And Custard has finally got through. But Ramsey is still there. Oh, there's a massive collision. And Ramsey is somehow ahead. Bond. Oh, Bond is gone. Oh, and that's Daleks out of the race. Bond, you not. Oh, Jesus. I think that might be a safety car. I think it is. It is indeed a safety car, and Bradford is into the lead of the race. Which will mean, oh, Pagoo, I feel sorry for him. Oh, that's going to be a hard one to call. Has Ramsey got any damage? I don't think he does. Oh. I don't really have any words about that. SV Custard comes out in 12th place. A set of hards. One to have caught up to the safety car yet. Who knows the safety car just got him off totally. Safety car is in sector 1. SV Bradford into the pits again. Might as well probably for a set of mediums, I would say. He does need to make that extra pit stop. Darren. Ooh, Richards picked up a penalty. And Pagoo is into the pits. Probably for another set of mediums to the end. Set of softs to the end. It's going to be a ball call. And Bradford gets out just ahead of the Spurs there, which is good for him. Oh, she's been disqualified. Apparently. Has she been disqualified? Let's have a look. I think that's where it just came up with disqualification for her. Huh. Maybe I was just looking at the wrong place. I have no idea. I believe everyone is now bunched up behind a safety car. The Spurs has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Really, Tony? safety car is probably going in this lap. This baby is a safety car. So don't show. Oh, Elias picking up a 5-second time penalty. Somehow. The safety car will be going round one more lap. Massive shame for Dalek. Bonge is going somewhere. Been a very chaotic safety car. Not exactly sure why, but it just thanks to Alvin to the for a new front wing and saving plane. For a new front wing. Hasn't been the race that he wanted so far. Both drivers at the front. Got 3 positions each. Spares into 3rd place here. I'm sure Darren would be loving to change that. So expect, especially Darren on set of mediums. Now we should have those Bonge there. It's both spun under the safety car. Unless something else happened, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Pisbo, you need to save your fuel and your airs. Safety car is in this lap. As you can see, everyone else is apart from Brad, who will be probably hoping to get shot at. Restart. Bradford on those very faster tyres on John. His tyres will ever so slowly start to degrade away. And like Lucasade into 6th place, Richard into 7th. Get on board with Jota to see when he starts bolting. Oh, there we go, there we go. Some things into the bits, and Bradford and Jota going underway, and that's the people. Oh, Bradford going for the lunge at the right at the beginning. Still can't get the move done. The Spurs looking for a move on. Bradford has got fast Tony. Custard likes these Alfa Romeos. Oh, the Spurs has made a massive mistake. He's lost the position to Darren. Elias is going to be, and Ramsey's gone past Richard here. The blue going for it. Oh God. Good God, how has he managed to do that? What an absolute move. I mean, I know Pagoo wants to. Oh, and Ramsey's also getting overtaken by Richard, and Richard's onto the inside of Pagoo. And Richard breaks about 10 metres too early. And now Bonge looking for redemption here. I feel bad for him. He's having a decent race. Fourth. Bradford is looking for this win after it was stolen off him last week. Obviously no DRS for a couple of more laps and Richard into the pits. I guess that's probably serve a yellow flag. Why have we got a yellow flag? Why? What did Bonge do now? Automatically go to Bonge. Oh, I think Bonge spun actually. Oh, Lucas is picking up a 3-second time out. But Bradford on a charge right now. He wants this win. Oh, and oh, Bonge is out. I don't know where Bonge died. No, it looks like he's spun. Died. Another yellow flag. He also died. Oh, I think that's... Oh, Luke died. Ah, nothing new there. Go on, Pog. Comeback drivers of the right. Some great lag from Pog there. Looked like he was absolutely torpedoed himself into a wall. Top three separated by a second here. Bradford be going for a move again. He's a little bit too far out this time. And Foul picking up a 3-second time penalty. Really picking up a 3-second time penalty himself as well. Brad's got a lot more pace than Joshua at this early stage of the race, and there's blue flags apparently. Why is there blue flags? I have no idea. Oh, and actually Richard's back into the pits again. Might be calling it time, mate. Yeah, go for it. I need someone to talk to.
Yeah, man. So, what did you see what happened with me?
I did. Oh, Bradford into the back of Jota.
Oh! Let me get an angle. There's these top
broken.
the top three are
Oh,
all next to each other, very close here.
Bradford's got something down to Elias. Oh, Elias in despairs.
You know what? Bradford might have to pit. He's going to lose too much time under not having the wing. So
Darts,
you could see a
TV, bud.
Oh, sorry, Brett.
I can hear
I've got my headphones on. There we go. That should be better.
Bradford's decided to stay out here. That's going to cost them way too much time.
I think Darren might get the best
on the charge as well on Elias. Elias, I think, is letting him through. Oh, and Elias is hit Pagoo. I don't know how that works.
Oh.
Yeah, I did see your incident, and I don't really know what happened. Died. Oh, Lucas Aiden Tony have died.
Just Custard, he spun out and he unsafely rejoined the track as I was going full throttle around the S. So he literally, I sent you the clip, but it was just unsafe rejoining the track, and it was a shame because it was a good race, had pace. But anyway,
Bradford and that Brad, don't do anything stupid. I know what you're like.
No, sorry, but yeah, he'll go for the any move along with Snorlax, but he's not here today.
I think he's working. Oh, Darren's into the back of Bradford as well. I think
Bradford's made a
Bradford's
play.
just thrown away his wing.
Yeah,
Wing? Yeah. I mean, he's thrown away his wing.
he certainly
Really,
did do that.
he's lost part of it. Pagoo onto the back of the spares now.
Let's have a look at
To be
this.
fair, Leicester didn't actually lose all too much.
I tell you what,
Pagoo
Pagoo's
does
race
have.
pace has been surprisingly slower than his qualifying pace.
He's had a lot of
Uh,
incidents.
Oh, has he?
I can
Fair
safely say
enough.
that. Oh, we've got another yellow flag. I'm guessing someone else died. Oh, Tony's
Let me
died
have a
again.
look. Oh, he's off track. Kisbo just about in
There we
front.
go, Darren on Bradford. Brad. Oh, Brad's run out wide, and Darren's
Oh,
going to be into P2.
and now with that wing damage, is he going to be able to get back past him?
No,
It's going to
he's
surely
going to lose
hurt
so
him
much
through the...
time.
For some reason, I got to be honest, this wing damage doesn't seem to be hurting Brad too much. Like, I think it's in such a way that suits this track. But he's looking like he's got a run on Darren now.
Oh, Tony's retired in the pit lane.
Alright, let's see, can Bradford get back past Darren with some DRS assistance?
Gaining. Oh, Darren's
Oh,
leaving a little bit there.
oh, yeah, a little
Here
bit
comes
illegal,
Brad.
but we'll leave it. Wheel to
Oh, we've
wheel.
got Pagoo on the spares as well. And he's up
It's
into
fair.
P4.
Oh wow!
Oh,
That was a little
Brad.
send. Yeah, that was a little
That was a
send too late
massive
from
send,
Brad.
that was.
I think that would be one for the stewards' room.
How fun.
Let me get a
Always
clip of
do.
that. But
So Pagoo up
uh,
into P4.
the way I see this panning out
Oh,
is
Brad gets a
Pagoo
3-7 time penalty.
just slowly getting up through these cars, and then when it comes to Brad, that different than wing damage should get Pagoo up to Jota, and then I reckon it's going to be Pagoo Jota for the win.
Yeah, we come down again though. Ooh.
Bradford's
Getting
back
very
past!
feisty.
I missed that.
She not seemed absolutely dive bombing.
No, I was
Oh,
looking
Darren
at
picking up a 3-second
Pagoo.
time penalty.
I'm trying to see, does Darren have damage as well, maybe? I think... does
Not
he?
visually. He may have
No.
that, like, oh, Darren getting a bit sideways out of that corner there.
Yeah,
Actually,
I can't
the
see
spares
the
could actually
difference.
still. It might be like lime green, where he has slight wing damage, but not enough
Yeah.
for it to show. But Pagoo's had a bit of an up and down race. It's a bit more like a roller coaster for him. But I think Jota, with 7 laps to go, I think he's gonna win comfortably unless something else happens.
Well, I've got with only 4 seconds splitting Pagoo and Jota right now. I'm going to call it in less than 3 laps. I think
Oh,
Pagoo's
Darren's
going to
going for a dive.
be
He's
behind
up into
Jota.
P2,
Oh,
but Brad's
oh,
gonna
he's
get
got
a
the
good
inside
run
line,
here.
but Brad's going to send him, keep him close.
He's gonna send it here.
Get the inside. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to keep.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
bit
was
of
very,
touch of
very
wheels,
close.
but Darren just kept it.
Now Pagoo's already onto the back of these guys. If
Ah,
Pagoo could indeed finish, and Darren going to the inside, but Brad goes to the inside again. And he's going to go for a lunge. Let's see if he can
Oh,
break
that's
himself. He
beautifully,
does
beautifully
indeed.
done. Oh, but the traction,
But Darren's got the
from
switchback.
Darren.
Oh,
Oh
Darren's.
no, he's been hit
Oh.
wide and tied, bit of a tire bang. But
Now
look at
comes
this,
Pagoo
right
onto
on
the
the
back
back
of
of
him.
Darren. He's going to be in low and lean right now, just making sure he doesn't hit him.
Probably trying to save his ears for the back straight here.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable that we're going to get a Ferrari 2-3 right now.
Obviously, penalties could determine that, but I think Jota, I don't think he's actually picked up a penalty yet.
Well,
He's probably
actually,
gonna come away with the win, but here comes Darren once again.
yeah, but it's saved by Bradford. He's not going to be able to get past by...
Oh, Brad, come on.
ah,
He did it again. I've told
yeah,
him not to do this kind of stuff.
he's too
I've
aggressive
told him
on track.
countless of times. Unless he's just trying to do it to help the goo, but I mean that's kind of a shitty way of
And
doing it.
but it doesn't matter whether it's to help Pagoo or to do it because it's how he drives. It's like you're only caring for yourself and not respecting
It's very
anyone else on
questionable
track.
driving.
Well, let's say the
Any
black
more
flag
of
may
that,
be waved if this was a real race.
any more of that, we may have to see some aces today again.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think the goose
I
got any
think
damage
Pagoo's
from that. I don't
alright.
think.
You know, it was light.
Yeah,
It was
he
a
is. He's
light touch.
fine. Brad's
Darren,
going to
right.
defensive again.
Pagoo's just gonna have to make the best of their. And he does. Look at that.
Oh, Pagoo
Past
into
the two of them.
P2!
That's all he needed. Just a bit of a fight and a ride, a run wide and a turn. I did the same at turn one over 3 cars in the early laps. It feels great. So
That's the
what do you?
second time he's overtaken. I know that's the third time he's overtaken 2 cars at one corner.
Oh, he's
Oh,
just
Pagoo
picked up
picking
a
up another
penalty.
time penalty.
Yeah. So do you
I
think
think
he
that
can
might have
close
been
this?
his.
You think he can close this 4.6 seconds
Oh, I
in 4
think
laps?
Brad. Oh, not Brad. You're gonna get penalty for that, mate.
Let me look at the old.
Oh, that's very naughty.
What's he done? How did he get back
He kind
past?
of.
I was watching Pagoo.
He basically just. I mean, he broke for the corner, but when he got past him, he kind of just carried on
Shoved him
driving
wrong. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like pushed him off. So Brad, you will be picking up a hefty penalty fine there. But the spares up into P3 right now.
And let's not
I
forget
spoke to
that.
him.
Oh yeah, carry on.
I did speak to the spares yesterday in the press conference, and he said that he was hoping to pick up some decent points. He had a decent points finish
Oh,
last week. Darren has got past Brad.
Darren's got him. I think that
I
wing
think
damage.
Brad may have.
I
I
think
don't
they're
know
going to
how
be
bad his wing.
endlessly swapping because of the wing damage. Because Brad's probably got a bit more pace than Darren, but obviously he isn't hurt by the wing damage. So whenever they swap, he keeps within distance. I think Pagoo
Darren
might
has
actually
doesn't
just.
actually.
He might just settle second here. He's not closed much in the last lap to Jota.
Oh, Darren pick up another 3-second time penalty.
I'm going to have a look at the penalties now. So Jota is sitting on. Oh, I don't even know
I
how
don't
to
think he
look.
has any.
Hey, he's been a clean boy. And then
I think
Pagoo.
he's the only one that doesn't have any penalties. I don't think.
Pagoo's got 3 penalties, so I think it's Jota's game here.
Oh, Elias. Oh, Bradford's losing a lot of time here.
What's he doing? Fighting? Oh,
He's
the
just let
time.
Elias through.
Wait, he's probably
Very much
hit the
something.
wing even more.
There's a yellow flag. Oh, what's he coming left? Why is there a yellow flag?
Which sector? Sector
We
3.
got a. Oh, we got Kisbo.
Kisbo.
Last corner.
She's alright now.
I think she went off twice, but she was 21 seconds slower that lap, and now she's going
Pagoo.
straight to turn 1.
Now let's see, as he saves his tyres, has he saved enough ERS to go? Let's get on the UI so we can see if we've...
And Ramsey
yeah.
on the back of Bradford here as well.
So he's
Yeah,
got
he's getting cars through.
Pagoo's got 37% ERS, so I don't think it's going to be enough to get past in the end, but second will do him.
Space has penalties as well, so I think second Pagoo is going to be finishing there. If he's clean for the next 3 laps, he should keep P2. Which, I mean, he was last by turn 1.
Well, he had the safety car from my crash, which helped everyone, I think. Or helped him, certainly. I do like the more frequent safety cars in the update. It makes it feel a lot more real.
Down on the spares here.
Yeah,
that'll be
just
an
saw
interesting
that.
talk if Darren gets onto the podium.
Look at his medium tyres are looking pretty worn though. Will he be able to keep it?
The spares.
Oh,
The spares
wheel
is,
banging.
I mean, that was a bit questionable there, but the spares' driving today has actually been pretty decent. If he keeps this P3, it's well deserved.
Oh no, it's gone
Oh,
straight
Darren's
away.
going for the lunge.
Oh no,
But
he switched back.
Spares with a switchback.
See, I don't know. At this point, where do you want to be, a medium or a hard tyre? Maybe the hard tyre's just got a bit more in it. Oh! As we come
Okay, we
up
have
some
ghosting on.
ghosting.
This is why, if that was VVR, then everyone would have died just then.
Yeah.
Pagoo actually picking up the pace here now. He's just gained
He's
around a
close to
second
second,
on
but
Jota.
he's only got 2
But,
laps though, and
and
penalties.
then he has to gain 9 seconds. I
Oh!
don't think.
Darren spun out! Darren spun out, turn 1, on his own accord.
Oh, that's Elias up to P4. That could
Well,
help
that's
Ramsey here as well.
the spares are certainly, look, he's going to be confident at the moment. He's going to know that he's got 3 seconds behind him. All he needs to do is keep it on the road.
This has been a great race so far. I mean, questionable driving from Brad.
Whenever is it not?
I'm not gonna say anything like that. Pagoo is definitely reeling in Jota.
Ramsey could catch Darren here, but I don't think Darren got any wing damage. No, he didn't.
No, he doesn't.
So he might go
He's onto
back
the back of
in.
Elias again here.
Teammates, of course, so let's hope they treat each other with respect.
Thanks to your teammate. It's definitely started to close in on Bradford here.
One thing I've noticed is Elias is on a wheel and Darren is on a pad, so the differences aren't showing how you can race with a pad in this game and still have
pace. We are on to the final lap here.
Here we go. Jota's just taking it easy, doesn't want to mess it up.
He knows he's got the penalty advantage over Pagoo.
Oh, Darren is right on Elias here. I think that's the thing to watch.
I mean, right now, let me just have a look at penalties myself. To spares is on 9 seconds. Elias is on loads.
Alright, here we go. Darren, he's got to use everything here. Oh, he's looking like he's going to make the kit. Late lunge
And
to
Darren,
the right.
Oh, there's contact between the Renault drivers.
Oh, there's going to be a word or two back at team base.
Oh, that's from Darren. He's showing Elias who's boss, I think.
Oh, but Elias is showing Darren who's boss and lost a bit of wing end
Jota
plating.
Round the final corner to win the USA Grand Prix, and Pagoo's going to come home in second place. The spares, I believe, will come home in P3, even with penalties. And spares, he does indeed.
Elias,
final
Darren.
corner. And Darren as well.
There we go. I'm glad.
Ramsey is
Ramsey.
Darren and Bradford coming home in P7, but Gangster out here could actually get him here. No, he doesn't. And Lucas Aid round the final corner to come home in P9.
Yeah.
And Southern Ping.
Hispo's already done.
Hispo's about to finish, and then Southern Ping.
Richard drifting his way around the last few corners. Certainly giving it a lot of steering action.
Yeah, he does that. Helps him though.
Yeah.
And Richard round the final corner. I think he just jumped someone at the end there. Yeah, he did. He was in 12th, so he must have jumped.
Nice.
He jumped someone. Can't remember who though. But that is the USA Grand Prix. We will now get the 3 drivers in, which was Pog. Where's Jota? Don't think he appears online. No, he didn't. Despairs and then Jota. So the classification of the USA Grand Prix: Jota comes home in P1, SV Baku in P2, Despairs P3, Elias P4, SV Ramsey in P5, Darren P6, SV Bradford in P7, Gangster Owl in P8, Lucasade P9, Summon Ping in P10. Those are the final runners of the points, and then out of the points we have SV Richard, SV Kisbo, and then out of the race we have SV Tony, SV Custard, and Daleks. Unfortunately, we're just waiting for Pagoo to join. I'm going to include your audio, lads. Here he is. Right, so we'll go on to... I have no idea what that sound was, but okay. We'll go on to the winner. Jota. I mean, what a race for yourself. Started P4, and you've come away with another win to put yourself in that championship fight. Just give us a few words from yourself.
Oh, I appreciate the gesture of the possibility of a championship fight. I don't think I'm in it this season. I think it's going to be the generic fight with the likes of John. I think Brad's in there and Snorlax. So I don't think I'm in it. I think it's just been good form so far, actually. I think I've had a decent race from P4. I mean, the qualifying lap, I'm a bit... ended up getting... I think it was just a 10th off the actual pole position lap time, but invalidated it by cutting the final corner, invalidated this and next lap. So it's a bit of a shame, but overall the pace was relatively good. First 4 laps were struggling on the mediums, then it just live. Yeah, no, overall a relatively good race. Pagoo at the start of the race of a lag, and next thing you know, the Ferrari's flying. So yeah, it was a bit of a unhectic race. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your P1. We'll move to second place, and once again, another comeback drive. Obviously, you didn't get the win this time, but another podium for yourself, and you will still be leading the championship, I do believe, after tonight's race. But yeah, obviously you've had quite an up and down race. Not really sure what happened at the start. It does look like another lag incident involving yourself.
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
And then you had your incident with Summon Ping as well.
Happened.
So just give us a few words.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my hands up. Start entirely my fault. I bogged down at the start, and I tried to pull right to cover off Darren, and I just came across too much. A little bit too much, and obviously he's clipped my rear. It's not his fault, completely my fault. I've got a recording of it anyway, to show that it was me at fault. So he's not at fault in any way whatsoever. It's all on me. I'll hold my hands up to it. I made a mistake. Was frustrated. So I decided to engage hammer time, which was working really swimmingly until Racing Point can't drive. So, not huge, as your teammate ruined my race. But yeah, I was bombing up the grid. I was right behind Custard, and I was making up time. I wasn't the quickest by any margin, but I think I was definitely the most consistent when it came on pace. I was consistently punching in personal best lap after lap after lap. So, and I was gaining on my teammate, which obviously suggested that I was catching up to the guys in front because he was up there with them. So yeah, about the little incident with I think it was
nice double. You got a nice double overtake near the end, didn't you?
Yeah, I was honestly, mate. I was just driving out of my skin, trying to get the best result I can, because so far this season I have
had one single clean race. I've been having to drive out of my arse every single race. This is bullshit. I just want an easy day in the office. Is that too much to ask? Like, come on. But nah.
No, you're the champion. You need to do these kind of races to show that.
Yeah, I'm driving out of my skin, you know, and you know, I feel like I'm driving the way a champion should, never giving up. Even in 50% races, sometimes when you get spun, that's you out of the race completely. But I've shown that I have got the pace, and as long as you never give up, fucking anything can happen. I mean, that safety car pretty much brought me back into the game, even though I was a bit of a dick, because when the safety car was going on, I looked down at my phone and I hit the barrier and lost my front wing, so that's why I pit again for mediums.
Oh.
Yeah,
I wonder what happened. I thought you just picked the wrong tires, because I saw you on soft.
Nah, that was me
like...
being... Nah, I looked down at my phone because I got a text off my missus and I was trying to shut her up, and I hit the barrier, so that was my fault.
Oh.
You know, Thomas Prime was texting me, and I was... Note to self, kids, turn your phone off so thoughts don't text you when you're trying to race.
Yeah.
Just one last thing. Obviously, your teammate, a dreadful race. I don't really know what was going through his head. I
saw what was good. I saw what was going on, and you know, I think he was just getting frustrated because Darren punted him up the arse, which punted him into Jota, which gave him front wing damage, and obviously he wasn't happy. So, and Brad just said to me, "Yeah, I'm just going to hold him up as much as I can because, you know, I might as well help." He said he might help me out. I was just like, fair enough. So he was holding him up. So obviously turn one, Darren tried to go down the inside, went deep. So I was just like, yeah, cheers, easy, I'll take that. And yeah, obviously they were battling. Like, to be fair, it was dreadful driving on both ends. Not any one person was at fault there. Just as bad as each other, really, in my opinion. But who am I to judge? I'm not stupid.
To be busy for the next. Can't wait to be
but
for the next few days.
I've got the clip of me getting spun by 7-ping, and I've also got the clip to keep Darren in the clear, because yeah, like I said, that wasn't Darren's fault by any means. That was completely all on me. I'll hold my hands up to it. You know, no one's perfect. I made a mistake.
Fair enough. Obviously, congratulations for your P2. Another great drive. We will go on to the final podium driver, Despairs. I mean, I bet you wasn't expecting you to be here tonight. Obviously, we did have a chat yesterday at the press conference, and he was only hoping for mid-table at the end of the race. But you've come away with another with a podium. Sorry. But yeah, just give us a few words on how you felt your race went tonight.
I mean, it's pretty, just kept it calm all the way through the race. I started alright. Kept out the way of other cars. And then Darren came at me in the last few laps. After he got... I don't even know what happened between Bradford and him, but... Yeah, I just saw them spin. I got into third, and then Darren came after me. And then he got in a tussle with Elias. So I mean, if I had to look at it like before, all this happened with Darren and Bradford, I probably would have thought that I would have got P6, but and then Darren and Bradford had a little coming together, and yeah. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, well, your first podium, I believe. Yeah, in SVOR. Congratulations. Welcome to the podiums table. But that is it from us for another week. We will be back next Sunday for the Japanese press conference, and then obviously we will have the race next Monday. Until then, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.